Hey everyone, hi, how are you? For those of you who don't know me, if you happen to pop up and you never met me before, hi, my name is Windher. I'm claircognizant, I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, and clairaudient. I'm also a very intuitive empath, and I have some mediumship abilities. So if you found your way here, there is no coincidence because Source, Spirit, the universe, the divine knows exactly whom is going to find their way here. So there's no coincidence whatsoever. That being said, take only what resonates for you and your situation and just let go, throw out what doesn't resonate. If something's not resonating with you, it just means that that particular message isn't for you and it's for someone else that finds the channel or finds the video. And maybe there's only going to be one or maybe one or two things that are going to resonate for you. But if you find yourself resonating with something in this reading, please share in some equal energy exchange with me, because when I'm giving you something like a message or sharing some wisdom with you, then that's you're getting something from that. So you have to kind of release something, so there is that, flow, there's that energy. So if you find that, for one, you're, getting some sort of something out of this or getting some sort of message, then just, giving me a like would be greatly appreciated. Plus, it's also a way to really honor the universe and the spirits that are, and my ancestors, and my spirit team for bringing you this message, as well as your own. So I'm going to use the singing bowl. I'm going to get us in the zone to receiving messages. Also, this is a great way to clear out your energy from any, any kind of stale, stagnant, unwanted energy away from you, and then also ground your energy and help you connect more with the reading. And so you can just do that by envisioning a healing light surrounding you, full of unconditional love. Breathe that light in, and then just let your spirit team, the universe, your angels, or God, just let them know that you're open to receive messages from this reading that is of your highest good. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters of Light and Love, Ancestors of the Highest Good, Angelic and Cosmic, Galactic, Benevolent Higher Light Beings. For the good of all and to the harm of none, I call upon you now and invite you here into this sacred space to help me grasp messages and answers that need to be delivered to any and all souls that find their way here to this reading. May everyone involved in this reading feel safe, loved, and connected to the all there is. May the messages received here today be of value and bring blessings, clarity, insight, guidance, validation, confirmation, information, answers, wisdom, and or knowledge that comes from love. May the messages received here today bring blessings to each and every soul that finds their way here. May the cards be enlightened with clear and easy to understand, honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come only from the divine, that are only of the highest good and to the harm of none, and may I convey them in such a way as to enlighten and inspire. With peace, love, light, and gratitude, so it is. Namaste. Okay, so I told you guys that they show me visions, you know, like most of the time, like whenever I'm doing the prayer and I'm, you know, getting myself in the zone. This time they were showing me, what is his name? I can't remember the little cartoon guy's name from the Looney Tunes with like it sounded like somebody from Texas, and he had the real long red mustache that drug the ground, and the was always jumping and grabbing his hind end, because, you know, like jumping and like, because like getting shot in the hind end and stuff like that. What is his name? Oh my gosh. You guys have to remember. If you watched Looney Tunes as a kid, you know what I'm talking about. You know the guy I'm talking about. They kept showing him to me. I don't know what you know, why, like what was the relevance of that, but all right, so we have the child and the sex worker showing up here. I feel like we're with this sex worker, like you have just kind of been, not saying that you've been a sex worker. I mean, maybe you have had to do that in the past, but what this is like you've really been selling yourself short, basically. You know, maybe kind of selling out in some way, or like selling your talents, your power short, you know, or like maybe you have kind of been like selling out in some form or fashion. But it's like I feel like you have just kind of been really selling yourself short in some area, and not really seeing the true value in yourself, or like your gifts, and like not really understanding how truly powerful these talents are that you have. But with the child was on the other side, and here it is showing up on the bottom of the deck. This is like entering into a new phase in your life. So I do feel like there's this sense of innocence that and naivety that I'm picking up on. So maybe you've been a bit naive, or regarding some situation in your life. It could be regarding your finances, or maybe your gifts, your talents. But Spirit, show me clearly those souls that find their way here to this reading. All right, this one, you see how it did? We have the gossiper, oh my god, and then the devil on the bottom of the deck. Somebody here is like talking some smack. There's people that are spilling the tea, gossiping, that are some toxic people here. Look, and then we've got influencer. So like I feel like someone here, it may be like jealous over like your path, and the fact that like other people are really drawn to you. You may even be like a social media influencer, or like you may have like, you know, like some sort of following, or like gaining some sort of popularity, or this is just you are very like charismatic, you're very like appealing right now, and there's someone that that is trying to like, I feel like there's someone that is trying to take your meekness or kindness as a weakness, but like someone wanting to like play on your weaknesses, or like there's this sense of like distracting you from, like someone literally wants to like distract you, or calls distractions in your life to keep you from reaching like your full potential. But regardless, like it says someone is talking behind your back and creating drama. Don't reveal too much, as it may get into the wrong hands. So be careful about who you're talking to right now, what you're saying, even if you trust someone, because I was picking up naivety. Remember, I said I was feeling some naive. So someone may like repeat something that you've told them to this devil here, but not in a facetious way. It's just like they're a bit naive about who they're talking to. So it's like, even though like you trust that person that is like, giving this information away, it's like they're not doing it on purpose, because there is like this naive energy, like this person's a bit naive. So like, just, but so whatever this is, like, just keep stuff to yourself right now. Don't, because someone here is like trying to pull you in or get you drawn into some mess. So just, you don't want to reveal too much, as it may get into the wrong hands, because exactly, it may get into the wrong hands because someone else's naivety, even though like you're trusting the people you're actually talking to, and they could blindly or naively be speaking about things that you're saying. So just be very careful about like what you tell people, even though like you may actually really trust them, because it's like they're someone's wanting to like use your words against you. Oh, hold on, let me go after those. Also too, like it could be someone that you're actually dealing with that wants to use your words against you. Look, we've got storyteller and drama queen. Somebody here is like like being all dramatic and like trying to get something started. And it says, communicate your ideas to a larger audience and persuade them to your side. The words you speak have power to impact. You may have also like not like stuck up for yourself, or haven't like really said what really happened in a situation, but Spirit's trying to get you to like speak up for yourself, or like stand up for yourself, especially with this gossiper here, the storyteller and the drama queen. Like, you may be dealing with a situation that's like an emotionally charged situation where you may feel like you don't need to like defend yourself, or you don't need to speak on something, but there is something though that you do need to like go ahead and stand up for yourself, and like persuade people, and like let other people see your side. It's like, now's the time for you to stand up for yourself and let other people see your side of the situation. Also being very careful not to like overreact right now too, with that drama queen card showing up. Because I feel like justice is on your side. Something here is going to go in your favor if you stand up for yourself. Show me clearly. And we have the I am the warrior. All right. So we have eliminate subconscious fears to defeat and command respect of your enemies. Discover your warrior spirit. So again, like, if you feel like I just don't want to start any drama, I just don't want to do this, blah, 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 I just don't feel like I need to, there is something here where you're needing to let go of fear and like stand up for yourself and like speak your truth. So that, because regardless though, here it says command respect of your enemies. Like, it is time for you, for, I don't know, maybe you already have done this, or you are doing this, but regardless, people are talking though, and I'm gonna get the tarot and go more into it. But look, now we've got Boss Lady. I stop shuffling and look at the bottom. People are talking, and it's like enemies, people who may be enemies, or not even necessarily enemies, but people who just doubted you, the naysayers. Like, people are about to watch you eat. And it's like that old saying, like, God is preparing a table for you in front of your enemies. That's what I'm seeing here. And people are like really going to be talking mad-ish about this. People are like talking about like you reaching the top, or like you becoming like a boss, or like you're climbing some sort of corporate ladder here. And it says command respect of your enemies. Look, and gaining the respect of others. You're doing something. Shut your mouth. You're either doing something, or this is something that's about to happen. This is something that Spirit's telling you, look, you are about to eat in front of your enemies, and they're going to have no other choice but to shut their mouths when they're talking to you, right? And they're going to have no other choice but to respect you. You are entering into a period of full power. People are going to see what an amazing, like, this warrior you are, what an amazing soldier you are. Like, what it's like they're going to have no choice but to respect you. And like, maybe in the past you have felt disrespected. You have felt like nobody, like they just walked all over you. They treated you like you were nothing, like you were insignificant, but they didn't realize that you were a chosen one and that they were being tested themselves. And now it's like a movie. It's like a movie, like where you see like the underdog gets picked on, and like the bullies are always picking on him, and then like he does something where, like, or she does something where they're like, put in the public eye, and they're like the savior of and everything, and like the bullies have to like really sit there silently, and like they can't say anything. I don't know, those type of movies like that. Well, that's what looks like it's appearing here for you. Like, you've been the underdog, you've been disrespected, and people have talked about you and wondering what you've been doing. You may have been really quiet about what you've been doing, or like you've been working behind the scenes, you've been healing behind the scenes. People didn't think you were a threat, and now here you are. It's like you're coming out. I'm coming out. So, and now it's like you are really climbing the ladder and gaining a lot of respect from your family, from your peers, from your community, from, the people in the world, just like society as a whole. It's like people are going to be afraid, or already are afraid, of your power. One more card, please, Spirit, from this deck. Oh. See, we have the pessimist here. So it's like you have dealt with these setbacks, with these obstacles. You've had like failures that you felt like in the past, and you felt like, maybe what's the point? I should just quit. But Spirit's like, don't allow these negative thoughts to cripple you, because I feel like I want to get one more, but this was on this, we've got the side piece there, and it's like you're becoming like this is so I feel like it's not necessarily like a side piece. I feel like there's been someone, like a ringmaster, that has been influencing other people, or has tried to influence other people or someone else's actions. I feel like I need to get one more oracle card, and then we'll go to the tarot. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. The teacher, you're about to school them. Also, this spoiled one has shown up. This is the second time it's shown up on the bottom of the deck. So things are, and it says, things will come easy to you now. Take advantage of this auspicious time and make the most of every blessing. So like, you may have found that you've been a bit pessimistic about something in your life. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's your career, or your financial situation, or love. But like, you've had like some failures or perceived failures in the past. And like, there's been like one setback after another, or like one obstacle after another. And maybe you've just kind of been waiting for the next shoe to drop. But it's like, the only failure is not trying, is giving up. Like, once you quit, once you give up, once you check out, like, that is quitting. So know that this warrior spirit that you have, to not giving up, even though sometimes you feel like, you know, maybe I should just give up because I'm not going to beat this. You are going to. So like, I feel like you may, with this teacher, like there may be someone that comes in that offers you some guidance, some insight into your situation, or gives you some information or knowledge. There may be like some help offered. So like letting go of past disappointments, right? Don't think about like the mistakes that you've made in the past and kicking yourself, because the past doesn't exist. You know, the only thing that's real is right now. Coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming. All right, Spirit, give me some more information, please, for the precious souls that find their way to this message. What are people gossiping about, Spirit? What's this gossiper here? What's this gossiper here? The Five of Wands. See, look, the only thing that they agree upon is the fact that they don't like you. The Five of Wands. Like, people are like, it's crazy because like that is the Five of Wands. That is gossiping. That's other people that want to fight and bicker and argue. And so like, you know, people wanting to like pull you into some drama, people wanting to like, you know, get drama started about you. You know, people are like chomping at the bit, wanting to know what you're doing. You know, like, how are you getting by? How are you doing this? How are you doing that? It may even be like someone is actually gossiping and just to get something started, just to talk, just to drama. Just to like, this could be like people that you work with, or people that, you know, like you have some sort of hobby with, or there's something here where people are like talking. I feel like maybe you might be going your own way or like doing your own thing, because you see here, she's like, there is this path here, and with the wands, she's like on this desert, or like out in this desert with all this heat, which represents like passion, those things that you're passionate about. So like you may be like doing something here, going your own way, doing something that you're very passionate about, and I feel like people are there's also people that are talking about like how you've come like a really long way, or like all the effort that you've put into something. But look, it says someone is talking behind your back and creating drama. Well, that's the Five of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles is also can be creating as well, because it's about someone putting in all this effort. And it's like someone is putting in so much effort to talk about you and put you down and make you look bad, creating drama. It's like, so if they would just spend half the energy that they put into with trying to make you look bad or creating some sort of drama into themselves, then they would be like, they just wouldn't have time to talk about you. Tell me more, Spirit, please. We have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a card of it's a card of like communication. It's a card of like an energy of infatuation. Well, with this particular card, we've got that sun right there, and sun, the sun in, sorry you guys, the sun, I just got this deck and I just opened it up today. I wanted to look in the book, but that sun right there, the sun card represents like clarity, and the Eight of Wands can represent communication as well. And the sun card can represent clarity, communication, clarity. And in the book it says, follow the ease. The Eight of Wands greets us with a nudge to take note of where we're being intuitively led. So let go of fear and take note of where you're being intuitively led. What are you excited to work on? Where we are naturally spending our energy. So where are you naturally spending your energy? Is it worried about drama or what other people think? Or is it regarding like worried about a relationship? What is that for you? The mind can trip us up by trying to force us to follow through with something just because. So thank goodness for the Eight of Wands is here to say you don't have to do anything you don't want to. So like you don't have to do anything just because other people say you do, or you don't have to do anything just because it's what is expected of you, or whatever it is here with this Five of Wands too. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. If something feels like it's too much, look for a way to make it easier. If you're overloaded with ideas, go with one that carries the most energy. If you're feeling stuck, back away until you find a flow again. The medicine of the Eight of Wands is to stop pushing yourself. You may not always logically understand why you're being guided in a certain direction, and that's okay. Your job is just to listen for those nudges, ride the wave, and trust the process. Woo! And not worry about what other people got going on. Not worried about the other drama that other people are dealing with, or what other people are saying. Releasing these fears, and by you just kind of doing your own thing, you're going to command the respect of people. Just trust the process. You may have been like really feeling like you have to work hard, or like you have to put in a lot of effort. And it's like, I'm hearing like, work smart, not hard. You know that old saying, like work smart, not hard. Like that's what I'm getting to. The Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords, but I'm gonna put them back because I only take single jumping cards. But I was actually going over here to the Pessimist though, which is interesting. The Six of Cups can represent nostalgia. You may really be stuck in the past, or like stuck in past mistakes, or like thinking about like you know, really looking back at your past and maybe kind of feeling sorry for yourself, or you know, like feeling victimized in the past, or like feeling like you don't want to, I don't know, looking back at like mistakes maybe you made with your children, or like worried about making mistakes with your children, or like thinking back about like this kind of self-victimization with yourself as a child. Or like maybe you were actually traumatized with that Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups, like traumatized as a child, and so like there's this sense of fear of embarrassment, or worried about embarrassment. Like maybe there was some sort of embarrassing thing that may have happened as a child, and so there is some fears of looking foolish, or failing, you know, or being embarrassed. Tell me. Or it's like there's this fear, like feeling paralyzed by fear, or keeping yourself stuck due to a child or children. or the past. Show me, tell me more, Spirit. The Hermit, see? The Four of Cups, the Hermit. It's like, maybe you're feeling very alone. And with this particular Hermit, it's dark. We've got the moon out, and the moon can represent fears, anxieties, worries. And so like and with the Four of Cups here, the Four of Cups, this particular Four of Cups, like, look, she's having like dealing with a very messy situation here. I mean, you could just look at that and see like her boat has capsized, all of her stuff is everywhere, and everyone is having fun except for her. And so I feel like there's something here in your life that kind of keeps you from living your life completely. Like maybe because we did see the Eight of Swords and we have this pessimist, it's like people are out there living their life, and maybe you're not living your life to your fullest potential because there is some sort of fear or pessimism that maybe you're dealing with. It could be like a fear of failure, a fear of your gifts. You know, maybe you kind of hide your body because maybe you don't go swimming because you don't want to put a swimsuit on. But there's something that is keeping you from living up to your fullest potential and like doing something that you want to do to free yourself because of, you know, there's these setbacks or these obstacles and these negative thoughts that are keeping you alone or keeping you secluded or like feeling lonely and not able to live your life. Maybe it's making friends or like being in a relationship. Or leaving a relationship, feeling like you're all alone in a relationship, fear of being alone. But there's like this sense of like not feeling good enough, either not feeling good enough for a relationship or like, you know, but there's the sense of like damned if you do and damned if you don't, like feeling like, well, if I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, you know, like I don't, you know, and it's like, this kind of worry. And it looks like a lot of the times when I look at this card, like you can't see, but I really feel like maybe some of you I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it, but I will say that I feel like some of you deal with like body shame, or maybe there has even been like slut shaming going on for a few of you. And it's like you know, maybe you know, like you've kind of held on to some sort of shame or guilt that has happened in the past because of other people. And so like now it's this time for you to like defeat those fears and demand respect by you living your life and doing what makes you happy. Tell me more, Spirit. Maybe you've gotten in trouble with the law in the past, and there's this sense of shame or fear that goes along with that, or like just mistakes, overly focused on like a past mistake, or with either you or just like in general, or with relationships or something that happened to you in the past. And so there's this sense of feeling someone's afraid to be alone with their thoughts too. The Nine of Wands, like that card kept showing itself. And you see here, like, this is the first Nine of Wands I've ever seen like this. And it looks like, you know, they're, what are those? Oh my God, I can't believe, like, I can't think right now. Like the, oh my God, how can I not know what that word means, what it is right now? Anyways, you guys know what I mean when you're like picketing something, or like, oh, why can't I think of words right now? Thank you, Spirit, for letting that come to me. Anyways, it'll come to me, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean, where people are like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at the book to see if the word is in here that I'm looking for. But anyways, the book, it says, it's official. There are exactly 0 fucks left to give. So sorry about my language. With the Nine of Wands, we're done slapping a smile on our face and pretending as everything is okay. Newsflash, everything is not okay. The world is a mess. The planet is hurting. Injustice is everywhere. The Nine of Wands is all about the healthy and necessary role of anger. Someone's going to teach you to come in here, and someone's going to, it's almost like the older you get, the more experienced you get, the more wisdom you're gaining, the more angry you're getting at the world and like how you've been treated by like maybe the opposite sex, or like the injustices in the world. And so it's like with this teacher, it's like I feel like if you're younger, you are you would benefit from finding like an older person that is more experienced and knowledgeable, that can really teach you, about the ways of the world. And if you're already older and experienced, then, really teaching others, the younger generation, how to command respect and defeat their enemies. Show them that it's okay to be angry. We have those emotions for a reason. It's okay to embrace your fears. Just don't let them control you. It's okay to embrace your anger. Just don't let it control you. Don't allow any of your, not even happiness. Happiness should not control you. You should never allow any emotion, whether it is positive or negative, to control you. Anyways, I'm off that tangent. But anger is why we change the shit that isn't working, because anger is healthy. If you don't get angry, nothing get done. You cannot get, so it's like all of our emotions are healthy for a reason, like there's something, and the universe doesn't waste anything. So this is, maybe fighting for what you believe in, or like getting, really learning and gaining some knowledge about like, the world, or like your situation or what you're doing, so that, so you can figure out how to change it. I feel like some of you are, maybe even like, divine feminines that are angry as hell about like your place in the world, and the disrespect and the ego of the opposite sex. And so like now, like maybe you are actually, look at her, doesn't she kind of, like maybe you're interested in learning about the 4B movement or whatever, maybe it's something along those lines. But like anger it is passion. It says many of us, we were taught to suppress our anger though. So it's like anger, it propels us to fight for what we believe in. Anger is passion. Many of us were taught to suppress our anger though, because society is uncomfortable with angry women. Factor in the pressure of being a model minority, and you found yourself with a muzzle on. The Nine of Wands puts an end to the politeness. Here we see a woman who is standing in her power as a protector, a change maker, an artist, an activist. She is fierce and determined on a mission. Let her be a reminder of all the good that can come when you say enough is enough. And remember, every time you stand up for yourself, you are healing the wound of all of the women in your lineage who were silenced. So think about that. Like, those of you who are, I mean, male or female, it doesn't matter, but especially you divine feminines out there, like, are you told that you're a B because you get angry, because you want to demand respect? What are people gossiping about, in your life? How does this apply for you? Because this is collective. I don't know each and every single one of you's stories that are watching, but for the most part, there's reason to get angry, right? There's a reason, like, there's righteous anger. There's healthy anger. And it's time for you to defeat your enemies, to command respect. Things are going to start to come more easy for you, because with this Warrior and the Eight of Wands and the Spoiled One on the bottom of the deck, you've had to fight for everything in your life. You've had to fight for love. You've had to fight for, a good career. You've had to fight for, fight in your relationship, or there's something in your life that you've had to fight for. And it's constantly, maybe you've constantly been waiting for the next shoe to drop, or it's been one thing after another. But now things are going to start to flow and come more easily for you. So, go and ask for help. Ask what you can do. Ask how you can help to fight for injustices, to stand up for yourself, stand up for others, speak up. Okay. Look at this. The first card on the bottom of the deck, when I pick it up, we've got competitive, afraid of failure. So, like, maybe you're kind of dealing with a situation where you are angry, and you do have, maybe you do have other people that are competitive of you, or you're dealing with someone who's a bit proud, someone that may be coming across as arrogant. But it's okay for you to show off your accomplishments, though. Okay, let's see. Let's get what's helping them at this time? Those that are still here, still watching, Spirit, what's helping them? What energies are helping them at this time? Exuberant. your ambition, your enthusiasm here. So really tapping into your enthusiasm, and the really focusing on yourself and your desire to share good vibes with others. Like, I really feel like you genuinely want to help others. You genuinely want to teach others, you know, or you want to learn. Like, you genuinely either want to teach or learn something here. But like, it says think twice before offering it to those who don't want it, or trying to fix things that aren't broken. So like, you may like really want to help someone that may not want your help. So just knowing when to find that balance. So as much as you want to help others, as much as you want to fix things for people, as much as you want to share, you know, happiness and love and light with other people, some people just aren't able to. Either they're not able to, or they just don't want your help, or, you know, want you to share your light with them. Also, too, like, I feel like your happiness annoys people. Like, sometimes there's maybe a person in your life that doesn't like you to be happy, or like, just like, there's something about your happiness, or your laughter, or your joy, or the support that you give others that actually annoys someone in your life. And then we have some Taurus energy here, and this is some extravagant energy. So so I feel like you're you may have, either you have like strong attachments to some sort of possessions. Like, there's something, you know, some sort of material thing that you have, that you have this very strong attachment to. Or you could be dealing with someone, there may be someone in your life that is very much like maybe a bit of a hoarder. Or you could be dealing with, like, you could be dealing with someone who's extremely like just very materialistic. But I feel like you are really wanting, more than anything, like, you're wanting like some sort of extravagant romantic gesture. For some of you, it's like you may be dealing with someone who cares only about the finer things in life, and there may be some fights and arguments over money, or like material things. And because this person, or maybe they feel this way about you, only cares about like the material 3D things. But regardless, like, I feel like with this warrior here and this extravagant, like, you're working hard at life, or like you're about to, or you're being encouraged rather. But I feel like this is already you. Like, you're working really hard to achieve the finer things in life. With all of you, this is with this Taurus energy showing up for you. Like, you're really just wanting to like focus on having nice things, and like, you know, maybe a nice car, a nice home, or nice clothes. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with having nice things and spending money. You know, just making sure that you understand that those things are not what makes the person. It does, you know. And one last card, Spirit. And then we've got strong feelings of external disapproval. So yeah, I feel like you guys are there's someone in your life, whether they're in your life or maybe they used to be in your life, or they're like in your energy, or it's like, you know, an ex or ex family or ex friends or current family, whoever it is, but there are people that have criticized you, you know, have maybe made you feel inadequate. And you have like this sense of pessimism, like you are afraid of letting people down or letting this person down, or like you're wanting to prove someone wrong, and use that as fuel, as fire, as this anger to get what you want, to become, you know, everything that you've ever wanted to become. You know, use those criticism as their criticisms as constructive criticisms, whether that's what they mean it as or not. You know, go with the flow, and release your hyper focus on minute details. Just allow yourself to go with the flow. Let these criticisms or other people's criticisms, someone here, like maybe you have like a dream to become rich, and someone thinks that you're delulu, or someone here thinks that you're having some sort of wild idea. This could even be you to yourself. Like you may even just like criticize yourself. Like maybe you have like these wild ideas, wild